HubSpot want to be AI first, and they want you to be AI first. But I see three gaps in the current tech that really stop HubSpot being an AI first platform. So let's talk about them. I think number one, the data querying tools are stuck in the pre-AI age. Number two, it can't do everything at the moment. A lot of the platform is locked off. And number three, there's no real review process for what the AI is doing. Okay, so let's talk about the data querying. In my mind, there's two ways that the AI is data querying at the moment. Right? One of them is using the HubSpot API. The other one is using a hidden SQL route for direct access to the database. Right? Anything using the HubSpot API is really good at retrieving data and terrible at doing kind of big data analysis. Whereas anything that's backed up by the SQL can retrieve data and also do analysis. So the MCP and the CLI are based solely on the API. Breeze Assistant actually has its own internal SQL route for direct access to your HubSpot data. What does this mean? So this means in practice, anything based on the API is going to struggle with very complex questions that involve a lot of data. So let's say, I have a massive sales team at an enterprise company. I want to know their performance. I want to know how many emails they send out every month, right? That could be thousands of emails depending on the size of the team. With the CLI, it's going to have to retrieve all my owners, which is fine. But then all the emails they send out, and then it's going to have to process those on the computer and do that calculation itself. That might take a while, right? Whereas on the SQL side, Breeze Assistant can just go, how many emails did everyone send out? Boom, fired off, direct access to the database. It comes back, it gets an instant answer. What does that mean in practice? That means that, you can ask simple questions and low data questions to the CLI, to the MCP server. But once you start pushing it a bit, it's going to start breaking down and taking lots and lots of time. And obviously, if you're using the AI and you're not too technical, that's going to be hidden to you. So that's a gap that I think HubSpot need to solve in the future and bring that internal SQL route from Breeze Assistant into the CLI and the MCP server. The next one is obviously the AI can't do everything on HubSpot yet. Obviously, this is HubSpot's intention, right? But still, most of HubSpot is locked off from the API, I would say. They're doing a good job of getting it out. But obviously what this means is if you are trying to build your AI strategy and go AI first, you can't go all in yet, right? Otherwise, you're going to have two processes. You're going to have your AI first process for your contacts and maybe your workflows and your lists and your index views. And that's going to be fantastic. It's going to go really fast. But then you're going to have to keep the kind of traditional process going for things like lead scores, for things like sequences at the moment, though that's on the API coming. And then finally, let's talk about what I think is the biggest problem at the moment. HubSpot and all its tools are planning for a future where the AI is infallible and you don't really need to understand anything, right? And therefore, all their tools have no real review process. Let me explain what I mean, because you can, the AI will check in with you. If you use the CLI and the latest models, or you use Breeze Assistant, you ask it to do something, it will say, okay, here's what I want to do you approve, right? It will say that in the conversation you can say yes or no. The problem there is it's not a real approval process, right? The AI can skip that if it wants. There's no hard guards there. There's no kind of real review of what it's doing, only the information it presents to you. And that's a problem for two reasons, right? Because number one, a review process where the person who needs to be approved can just override the review process is not a review process, right? The AI can go, if it does go off the rails, it can go off the rails. And number two, if you can't see what the AI is doing, you won't understand how your portals are changing, right? And it's very easy to build up what the software developers are now calling like cognitive debt, right? A lack of understanding about the system you've created because you haven't got eyes on as to how it's changing. And this is the bigger problem, right? Because it seems like HubSpot are not designing for this kind of workflow. They're just designing for direct, powerful tools that you can plug into your AI. And there's no real sandboxing there stopping the AI from doing things. We'll see how that pans out in the future. Maybe the models just get that good. But for the time being, I think a review process where a human can review what the AI proposes is a far more powerful workflow. Those are 3 things that I think you should bear in mind when using the HubSpot AI tools. If HubSpot can get them done, they're well on their way to being an AI first platform. If you use AI and you don't want to wait, you should check out my product, right? Data AI. It has reviews, it can do everything. It has a powerful query tool. It is there for people who are forging ahead in this HubSpot AI future.